It's hard to believe we've been gone from this place 2 whole days.
Has it really been only a month since his trial began?
Just about.
I feel like I've been here about a year. Well, it'll be over soon. Oh, well, the Chronicle thinks so, too. DA confident as massage parlor murder nears wrap-up.
Come on, Suzanne. Why read that garbage?
Oh, Joe, come on. Does it really matter what Edwina Lewis writes at this point?
No, I guess it doesn't. Can I get your coffee?
Yes, that'd be very nice. Thank you.
Yep. Be right back. Listen, I'll go with you, Joe. Be right back. Oh, look, I'm having second thoughts about letting Viki take this stand. Joe, we've been through all this. It's our only options. So many issues you're going to have to skirt. Callison will tear her apart in cross-examination. I hope he doesn't do that. But let me tell you something. I think he would be doing us a tremendous favor if something like this happened. Simply because I just have a feeling that if Viki were to tell the jury the truth, she would be a free woman tomorrow. You really think so? Yes, I do. Okay, you're the lawyer. Let me get back in there. Sure, I'll get... Court is now in session.
You may be seated.
Raring to go, Herb?
It shows, does it?
And how?
It's the moment I've been looking forward to since this trial began. Getting Viki Riley on cross-examination.
You may call your next witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defense will call Victoria Lord Riley.
Victoria Lord Riley to the stand. In the case now in hearing, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Be seated.
Now, will you state your full name, please?
Victoria Lord Riley.
Mrs. Riley, how long have you been a resident of Landview?
I was born here, and with the exception of my years in college, I've lived here all my life.
Would you tell the court a little bit about your professional background?
Yes, yes. Up until the birth of my son, Kevin, 2 years ago, I worked as a reporter and an editor for the Banner. My father, Victor Lord, was the founder and the publisher of the paper, and I've worked there in some capacity or other ever since I was a teenager. I started as a copy girl. You see, my father believed that I should learn the business from the bottom on up. And so I ran the gamut of jobs at the paper for a time during my father's illness.
Your first recollection of Marco Dane?
I remember hearing that he had worked as a flower arranger at the wedding of Larry and Karen Wolek, but I don't recall meeting him at that time.
When did you actually meet Marco?
Oh, I'm afraid it's very difficult to pinpoint the precise moment because for the next few months, Marco Dane seemed to be everywhere. For a time, he even worked for Dorian Lord as a chauffeur and a general assistant, I think.
Mm-hmm. During that period, did you develop a social relationship with him?
No, I did not.
Any particular reason?
Well, I never thought much about it at the time, but in retrospect, I would have to say because he was not the kind of person that I really cared to know.
Why is that?
I didn't trust him.
Why not?
Because he was always so very eager to ingratiate himself, and I was never quite sure what was behind that very glib facade. I just never felt he was sincere.
Objection, Your Honor. I don't see the relevance of this line of questioning.
Your Honor, I feel that it is of vital importance to establish my client's true feeling toward the deceased.
Overruled, Mr. Callison. Proceed.
Thank you. Now, at that time, Mrs. Riley, did you discuss your feelings about Marco Dane with anyone?
No. No, I mean, I didn't feel strongly enough about him one way or another to discuss him, but I was aware certain people found him charming. I never could understand that.
So, when Marco Dane first moved to Landview, what were your feelings toward him?
Well, those of indifference, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. And then by December 15th, 1978, which is the day of Marco Dane's death, is it safe to say that your feelings toward him had a significant change?
Objection, leading the witness.
Sustained. Rephrase your question, Mr. Martin, please.
Very well, Your Honor. Mrs. Riley, what were your feelings toward Marco Dane at the time of his death?
I hated him.
Court will come to order. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin. You may proceed.
Your Honor, in view of some material information which I've just received, I wonder if it would be possible for you to grant us a 10-minute recess so that I can confer with my co-counsel.
Very well. Court is adjourned for 10 minutes, subject to the call of the clerk. All rise.
Okay, Karen, let's talk.
Well, why did you go
Look,
with
what's going
him?
on? Please, you two stay here with Bob. Karen and I have to talk alone.
Do you have any idea what's happening?
I have no idea at all, Mrs. Craig. I'm just as puzzled as you are.